So, welcome everybody. This finds you because you're ready to deal with a deep subconscious foundational belief that is no longer serving you. I'm Elasa Tina Marie, and I'm here to help you waken your reality alchemist abilities, your quantum perceptions, so that you can really take into account what is happening in front of us as a shadow of a sum total of memories, beliefs, and really unconscious beliefs that you may not even be aware that's running your life on autopilot. So, we've definitely spent most of our time with you talking about quantum soul abilities, but we really need to kind of back up a little and go back to the foundation. And so, I went ahead and created a OneCode quiz. I'll put it in the comments, it's free. I want you to diagnose yourself and find out what is the core foundational one code that needs to be cracked so that you can have a better life, so that you can be aware that when your subconscious is actually pulling up these deep protective belief systems to keep you the same, you can say, it's okay, honey, I got you. We are safe to expand. So you're going to find that there's one code on the quiz that really speaks to you. And then there's going to be some secondary ones. I still want you to address the secondary gateways, essentially they're called. But mainly you need to start with the first one that really speaks to you. Maybe it gives you a hot flash. Maybe you just feel like, that is so me. And these subconscious beliefs, they created themselves at moments of a lot of charge, a lot of energy, misunderstandings, misconceptions, misperceptions, and they can cause you to feel like unconscious fear all of a sudden. They can trigger deep resistance to growing or expanding or taking that risk or that jump that you want to do. You could be in a quantum jump. You could be in a new set of circumstances. The wishes fulfilled, your dreams are starting to actualize. And then all of a sudden, all the things go to hell and chaos around you because the environment starts to change or people in your life are not expecting you to be this new version of yourself. And you get triggered because of your external environment. Looping patterns may show up, emotional blocks. What else can happen? You freeze. You get stuck in a timeline that you're ready to leave, but yet more and more things start piling on around you to keep you there. And so we have to remember that the subconscious mind is running 95% of the show on autopilot. It is taking in all the things that happen around you every now moment. It's recording it, memorizing it, and saying, okay, this is creating the reality. This is how we know that at the corner of, Main Street, there's a red building. All of these things are being memorized and then projected out in front of you in the green screen of your aura. And so when you start to shapeshift within yourself and do the belief work and clear these up and say, um, who, what, when, where, why, typical work that we do in our Akashic records. You can also use the Akashic Soul Pro to help you with this, the app. But when you find out mainly that when piece, was it this lifetime or another that I took on the belief that I'm not worthy? Was it both? Sometimes it's going to be both. But mainly we're looking for that conception point. When did the pebble drop in the pond, creating I am not worthy? And 9 times out of 10, the scene that you will find, if you can find the memory, like actually imagine where you were when this happened, it won't make a lot of sense. It's usually pretty odd how the beliefs that get set up are matching with the memory that created it. So you want to really be open to exactly what you hear, exactly what you see, and trust. Allow for your subconscious to reveal to you the images. Your subconscious mind works really well with imagery when you close your eyes. Some of you will say, well, I don't have the ability to see within. And I'll tell you, yes, you do. If you give it a moment and you logically think you're seeing a red shoe, but you don't see it yet, sometimes just talking to yourself and saying, my consciousness, am I seeing a red shoe? And you hear yes. And all of a sudden that shoe will pull forward a little bit more. It also works with feeling. So you can start with feeling. What did I feel, in utero at third trimester? What was I feeling? deep sadness. Was this mine? No, it was your mother and father. They were going through something. And is this how I formed the belief that I'm not worthy? Kind of. Okay, we're doing a real one right now. What belief system did I form at that moment? That I don't know if I should be here, that I don't know if this is the right time to come to them. Okay, so that's, that's something I definitely want to clear up because I don't want to move forward in my life at any moment of expansion where I'm going to change and jump into my highest potential and have, I don't know if this is the right time for me to be here, show up, right? These are the things that will happen. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, you'll go to expand and your subconscious says, she's expanding, she's changing, we need to protect her, it's dangerous. Let's throw in the belief, the feeling of sadness, the feeling of, I don't know if I should be here. And that comes in. I don't know if I should be here. I don't know if I should make this big jump. So even though it's come out of this moment, it's coming from the conception point of being in utero at third trimester when my mother and father were going through something. So I want to clear that. I want to tell my subconscious mind it's okay to let that go. I want to tell my little self in utero, you don't have to hold that anymore. And so I want to allow myself to take some deep breaths to clear that fear, that anger, that sadness. I'm going to use some colored light. I'm seeing purple light. So I'm just going to breathe that through. So if for anyone this can help, you can do this along with me. And even though my eyes are open, I'm seeing both here right now, but I'm also kind of behind my two eyes and just feeling that purple light really bathe my heart center and expand it. And I'm going to flip the belief system to something positively polarized that says, you are meant to be here right now. This is the perfect time to expand. This is the perfect time to birth your new project. Okay? And I'm going to accentuate it now. It's turning to pink and rose gold light. Yeah. So that's it. That's a very simple practice that I just did with you that you can mimic and put in your own variables, the things that you hear. And I want you to use the OneCode quiz to find out what is most important to deal with today. And then I did make a workbook. It's like 50 something pages that you can deal with any of the 9 gateways that are closed. Find, which ones are closed, which ones need to be dealt with. Do the OneCode first to crack the code open, to become super consciously aware that there has been a subconscious version within you on autopilot running the show so that you can get back and be super conscious of your reality and nurture that subconscious mind like a parent to a child and be able to move forward with more clarity, more vigor, more energy, and again, to be super conscious about it all. And so I'll leave also in the link below the actual workbook if you want to get that as well and use it for the OneCode, the secondary codes, and then what I've told people I'm working with right now in the Reality Alchemist group, do them all. Why not? Right? Master them all. Because as humanity, as a one being of humanity, I can relate to all these silly subconscious, unconscious belief systems that get set up to keep us finite, fixed, immortal. When we are eternal beings and we came here to awaken and live our best life, to live the wish fulfilled. So as Neville Goddard would remind us, pay no attention to the outer circumstances until your wish fulfilled has arrived. The only reason in our work that we pay attention to the outer circumstance is to give us a baseline reading of where we're at, what subconscious program is running itself, and what needs to be cleared. And we go into our private cave where we be alone with God and we say, I want to clear this. I'm ready. I'm going to breathe violet light into my heart. I'm going to let myself know that I am worthy to be here. So until next time.